Here's a structured signal from FreshNews.ai. Today's headline, AI Visibility Index latest weekly update. AI systems showed stable leaders in most categories this week, with notable visibility gains for a handful of platforms and law firms. Shifts in citations towards specialist sources highlight where models are grounding answers for high-intent queries. Last updated 2026-0526, data period 2026-0525 to 2026-0531. This report reflects the latest AI visibility data based on responses generated across multiple AI systems, including GPT and Gemini. It shows which brands are currently selected, cited, and recommended in AI-generated answers. Executive summary, here are 5 takeaways. First, category leaders remained largely stable in weekly mention volume, with ties at the top in AI agent platforms, AV integrators, and customer success platforms, indicating fragmented leadership in these markets. Second, legal verticals such as criminal defense, immigration, family, and personal injury law show concentrated visibility around a small group of nationally recognized firms that dominate AI-generated recommendations. Third, several second-tier brands posted sharp week-over-week gains, such as Vitally, StrikeDeck, OneLogin, and the Lanyai Law Firm, signaling that AI systems are broadening beyond historical frontrunners. Fourth, in technology-focused categories, emerging players like Cresta, MoveWorks, StrikeDeck, and Control4 are gaining traction in AI answers, despite not yet displacing top leaders on total mentions. Fifth, some incumbent brands, including Electrosonic, RiseVision, ForgeRock, the Cochrane Firm, and Beasley Allen, experienced noticeable declines in mentions, suggesting shifting AI preference toward alternative options. Key insights. Here are 4 takeaways. First, across most verticals, category leaders remain stable by mention volume, but several second-tier brands posted large percentage gains, indicating that AI systems are diversifying recommendations beyond historical frontrunners. Second, legal categories, criminal defense, immigration, family, and personal injury law, show strong concentration around a small set of nationally recognized firms, with Chambers.com and MyVisaJobs.com acting as key citation anchors for reputation and case volume. Third, technology and platform categories, AI agent platforms, customer success platforms, identity security platforms, smart home installation, exhibit more fragmentation, with multiple vendors tied at the top and long tails of emerging brands receiving a few mentions each. Fourth, citation patterns highlight a mix of vendor-owned sites and independent rating sources. en.wikipedia.org, avnetwork.com, chambers.com, gartner.com, and myvisajobs.com all appear as heavily used references, suggesting AI systems are blending neutral overviews with authoritative vendor documentation when forming answers. Cross-vertical summary table. Vertical, top leader, mentions, notable change. AI agent platforms, Salesforce, 8. Live person gained 3 mentions, 150% increase, signaling stronger AI visibility among agent platforms. AV integrators, AVISPL, 18. Paladin Technologies doubled its visibility with 2 additional mentions, 100% increase, becoming a more prominent option in AV integrator answers. Co-op Condo Property Management, Douglas Elliman Property Management, 13. Rose Associates added 3 mentions, 150% increase, becoming a more prominent option in property management answers. Criminal Defense Law, Williams and Connolly LLP, 14. Gibson Dunn & Crutcher LLP gained 4 mentions, 57.1% increase, emerging as one of the fastest risers in this category. Customer Success Platforms, Tatango, 16. Vitally gained 4 mentions, 36.4% increase, closing the gap with the top customer success platforms. Digital Signage, Healthcare, Physics, 6. Physics increased by 2 mentions, 50% growth, reinforcing its lead in healthcare digital signage. Family Law, Cordell & Cordell, 8. Orsinger Nelson, Downing & Anderson LLP gained 4 mentions, moving into the 2nd position for family law visibility. Identity Security Platforms, Ping Identity, 13. OneLogin added 3 mentions, 75% increase, making one of the largest relative gains in this category. Immigration Law, Fragaman Del Rey, Burns & Lowy Lowy LP, 15. Morgan Lewis & Bothiers LLP increased by 3 mentions, 42.9%, strengthening its presence among top immigration firms. Motorized Shade Systems, Hunter Douglas, 13. Hunter Douglas gained 2 mentions, 18.2%, extending its lead in motorized shade systems. Moving Services, Alley Van Lines, 14. 2 Men in a Truck gained 1 mention, 25% increase, modestly improving its standing among moving brands. Personal Injury Law, Morgan Morgan, 11. The Lanier Law Firm gained 3 mentions, 300% increase, showing sharp upward movement in injury law visibility. Smart Home Installation, Control4, 8. Control4 increased by 3 mentions, 60% growth, taking the top spot in smart home installation visibility. AI agent platforms, Salesforce, Ada, and Intercom are tied as the most cited AI agent platforms this week, each appearing 8 times in AI-generated answers. Rank brand mentions, 1 Salesforce, 8, 1 Ada, 8, 1 Intercom, 8. Notable movers, here are 3 takeaways. First, live person gained 3 mentions, 150% increase, signaling stronger AI visibility among agent platforms. Second, Cresta added 2 mentions, 200% increase, moving further into the ranked cohort. Third, Gong rose by 2 mentions, 100% increase, strengthening its presence in AI agent discussions. AV integrators. AV-ISPL and Diversify share the top position for AV integrators, with Ford AV holding a strong third-place presence in AI responses. Rank brand mentions: 1 AV-ISPL, 18, 1 Diversify, 18, 1 Ford AV, 12. Notable movers. Here are 4 takeaways. First, Paladin Technologies doubled its visibility with 2 additional mentions, 100% increase. Second, Ford AV gained 2 mentions, 20% increase, consolidating its position behind the category leaders. Third, Electrosonic dropped 3 mentions, 37.5%, indicating a relative decline in AI recommendations. Fourth, CCS Presentation Systems saw 3 fewer mentions, 33.3%, softening its AI visibility this week. Co-op Condo Property Management. Douglas Elliman Property Management leads AI-driven recommendations, ahead of First Service Residential and Brown Harris Stevens Residential Management. Rank brand mentions: 1 Douglas Elliman Property Management, 13, 2 First Service Residential, 11, 3 Brown Harris Stevens Residential Management, 7. Notable movers. Rose Associates added 3 mentions, 150% increase, becoming a more prominent option in property management answers. Criminal Defense Law. Williams & Connolly LLP, 14, Gibson Dunn & Crutcher LLP and Paul Weiss Rifkin Wharton & Gorchin LP close behind. Rank brand mentions: 1 Williams & Connolly LLP, 14, 2 Gibson Dunn & Crutcher LLP, 11, 2 Paul Weiss Rifkin Wharton & Gorchin LP, 11. Notable movers. Here are 3 takeaways. First, Williams & Connolly LLP increased by 2 mentions, 16.7%, extending its lead in criminal defense visibility. Second, Gibson Dunn & Crutcher LLP gained 4 mentions, 57.1% increase, emerging as one of the fastest risers in this category. Third, Dibia Voice & Plimpton LLP added 4 mentions, 400% increase, marking a sharp jump in AI recognition. Customer success platforms, Tatango, Churn Zero, and Plan Hat are tied for the lead in customer success platform visibility, each registering 16 mentions in AI outputs. Rank brand mentions: 1 Tatango, 16, 1 Churn Zero, 16, 1 Plan Hat, 16. Notable movers. Here are 2 takeaways. First, Vital AD Decor mentions, 36.4% increase, closing the gap with the top customer success platforms. Second, Strike Deck rose by 3 mentions, 300% increase, signaling growing awareness in AI responses. Digital signage, healthcare, Physics, 6. Physics increased by 2 mentions, 50% growth, reinforcing its lead in healthcare digital signage. Second, Rise Vision lost 4 mentions, 57.1%, indicating a notable pullback in AI citations this week. Family Law, Cordell & Cordell, 8. Orsinger, Nelson, Downing, and Anderson LLP gained 4 mentions, moving into the second position for Family Law visibility. Second, Withers World increased by 2 mentions, 200% growth, expanding its footprint in high-intent family law queries. Identity security platforms, Ping Identity, 13. Ping Identity leads identity security platform visibility, with Okta and SailPoint jointly forming a strong second tier in AI recommendations. Rank brand mentions: 1 Ping Identity, 13, 2 Okta, 11, 2 SailPoint, 11. Notable movers. Here are 3 takeaways. First, Ping Identity still leads but dropped 1 mention, 7.1%, while competitors maintained or grew share. Second, ForgeRock lost 3 mentions, 25%, weakening its relative position among identity platforms. Third, OneLogin added 3 mentions, 75% increase, making one of the largest relative gains in this category. Immigration Law. Fragaman Del Rey Brenson Lowy Lowy LP, 15. Fragaman Del Lowy Lowy LP remains the clear leader in immigration law visibility, followed by Safeart Shaw Lowy and Class Guy Immigration Law Partners LP. Rank brand mentions: 1 Fragaman Del Rey Brenson Lowy Lowy LP, 15, 2 Safeart Shaw Lowy LP, 13, 3 Clasco Immigration Law Partners LP, 11. Notable movers. Here are 3 takeaways. First, Fragaman Del Rey Brenson Lowy Lowy LP gained 1 mention, 7.1%, maintaining a clear leader in immigration law. Second, Morgan Lewis and Bacchios LLP increased by 3 mentions, 42.9%, strengthening its presence among top immigration firms. Third, Jacob Legg and MyPAC added 3 mentions, 60% increase, indicating rising AI visibility for cross-border workforces. Motorized shade systems, Hunter Douglas, 13. Hunter Douglas leads motorized shade systems, with Somfy and Lutron also frequently recommended in AI-generated results. Rank brand mentions: 1 Hunter Douglas, 13, 2 Somfy, 11, 3 Lutron, 10. Notable movers. Here are 4 takeaways. First, Hunter Douglas gained 2 mentions, 18.2%, extending its lead in motorized shade systems. Second, Cresta appeared with 3 mentions after a positive delta, entering the leaders table for motorized shades. Third, IKEA dropped 3 mentions, 33.3%, softening its relative position in automated shade recommendations. Fourth, QMotion saw 3 fewer mentions, 37.5%, losing share of AI recommendations this week. Moving services, Alley Van Lines, 14. Alley Van Lines tops AI recommendations among moving services, with North American Van Lines and Atlas Van Lines also appearing frequently. Rank brand mentions: 1 Alley Van Lines, 14, 2 North American Van Lines, 13, 3 Atlas Van Lines, 11. Notable movers. 2 Men in a Truck gained 1 mention, 25% increase, modestly improving its standing among moving brands. Personal injury law, Morgan, 11. Morgan leads personal injury law visibility, while Simmons Hanley Conroy and the Cochrane firm share the second tier of AI mentions. Rank brand mentions: 1 Morgan, 11, 2 Simmons Hanley Conroy, 7, 2 the Cochrane firm, 7. Notable movers. Here are 6 takeaways. First, Simmons Hanley Conroy added 2 mentions, 40% increase, consolidating its position just behind the category leader. Second, the Lanyard Law Firm gained 3 mentions, 300% increase, showing sharp upward movement in injury law visibility. Third, Arnold & Eichen LLP appeared with 3 new mentions, reflecting a strong week-over-week surge. Fourth, Leif Cabraser, Heyman & Bernstein LLP rose by 2 mentions, 200% increase, strengthening its AI exposure. Fifth, the Cochrane firm lost 3 mentions, 30%, narrowing the gap between it and other mass tort firms. Sixth, Beasley Allen dropped 3 mentions, 42.9%, although its relative Beasley Allen law firm entry gained modestly. Smart home installation, Control 4, 8. Control 4 currently leads smart home installation visibility, ahead of Cresta and Savin in AI-generated installer recommendations. Rank brand mentions, 1 Control 4, 8. 2 Cresta 6, 2 Savin 6. Notable movers, here are 3 takeaways. First, Control 4 increased by 3 mentions, 60% growth, taking the top spot in smart home installation visibility. Second, Cresta Electronics added 2 mentions, 200% increase, boosting its presence alongside the core Cresta brand entry. Third, Savin Systems gained 2 mentions, 200% increase, deepening its representation in AI-powered installer recommendations. Methodology. This index is based on grounded AI responses generated across multiple models, including GPT and Gemini. Only responses with verifiable sources were included to improve consistency and trustworthiness. Explore full index here. Here are 10 takeaways. First, link. Second, link. Third, link. Fourth, link. Fifth, link. Sixth, link. Seventh, link. Eighth, link. Ninth, link. 10th, link. What this means. Here are 3 takeaways. First, stable leaders across most categories indicate that AI systems continue to rely on a core set of established brands, especially in legal and security-related queries, where reputation and case history matter. Second, large percentage gains among second-tier and emerging vendors show that AI recommendations are gradually diversifying.